place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
Undoubtedly, Donald Trump has a sense of humor that is self-deprecating, shockingly blunt.
Do you mind if I sit back a little bit? Because your breath is very bad. It really is. Has this ever been told you before?
Sometimes downright weird. You could say that he is a master at making people feel uncomfortable. You could go a step further and say he is the greatest troll the world has ever seen. When United States politics was rocked by sex scandal after sex scandal back in 2000, the Donald decided to run for the Reform Party presidential nomination with a drag queen.
Donald, I thought you were a gentleman.
When the likes of Michael Moore or even P. Diddy were warning America that your option in 2004 was to vote against W or die, Trump endorsed Eminem for president.
Slim Shady is a winner.
What other billionaires you know would show up at WrestleMania to beat up Vince McMahon? Yeah, you taking money-grubbing son of a bitch.
Oh no! Oh no!
Since the 1990s, the world had become progressively more serious. Keyword here, aggressive.
Fucking a white male!
Political correctness had infected just about every aspect of culture. News outlets became increasingly full of shit, and politicians that weren't owned by billionaire special interest groups were becoming a dying breed. America had descended into a festering swamp of victim politics, propaganda, and corruption. It is for this reason that this orange patriot descended from his golden throne atop his shiny tower, determined to drain the swamp. The establishment had become too full of themselves. They needed to be humiliated. They needed to be trolled. First to go would be Jeb Bush, boring, mild-mannered nerd, and brother of everything that is wrong with the Republican Party, arrogantly stepping forward to claim the nomination because it is his turn. Thought he could best the Donald. He was painfully mistaken.
You know what's happening to Jeb's crowd, as you know, right down the street? They're sleeping. They're sleeping now.
There's a big difference between Donald Trump and me. I'm a proven conservative with a record. He isn't.
It proved extremely easy to get under this cuck's skin.
The rubble, you remember the firefighter with his arm around it?
Time and time again, Jeb would totally lose his shit and make a complete ass out of himself.
Jeb Bush is a low-energy person. For him to get things done is hard.
You win when you campaign like this. You don't win when you're campaigning like this.
And no, the Donald didn't hold back even when Jeb was sagging around the 5 and 6 percentage points. Just look at these images that were shared on the Donald Facebook and Instagram pages. You got Ted Cruz, Rubio, Carson, everyone by their second name, and then Jeb! And then there was the time when Trump bought the rights to JebBush.com. Jeb will sometimes try to play along and act like he was part of some inside joke. He would only make himself look like even more of a loser. I mean, even look at this moment where he gets a low 5 from Trump. Makes him look like he's that wimpy kid in the playground, getting a 5 from his bully because, hey man, you're alright, don't go tell anyone. Next, there was a Canadian-born rodent named Ted Cruz. He had a reputation for pathological dishonesty, so Trump dubbed him Lying Ted.
Once again, Lying Ted!
Well, sir,
He also made fun of his fuck-ugly wife. Fuck you, asshole. I'll interrupt your speech with my plane.
Did you email them to fly the plane right when I said that?
Next, there was grade A nobody, Lindsey Graham.
I said, yes, I'll make. And he gave me his number, and I found the card.
Crying bitch got doxxed.
I don't know if it's the right number. Let's try it. 202-228-0292.
The president laid out tonight.
And who could forget poor little Marco?
It's Rubio!
You send Marco Rubio this gag gift with the water and all that, you make your jokes. Interestingly, guys out of his camp, are saying this in response. I want your reaction to it. They're saying, yeah, he can send us all the water he wants.
I'm about to rock this place
Trump
down.
mocked his opponents incessantly, and then to add insult to more insult, he rubbed it royally in the faces of the Republican National Convention.
Donald! Enrique!
I brought you the check for the wall.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
If there's one thing that Donald Trump hates more than conservative sellouts, it's the mainstream media. Beginning with the first debate, when bimbo Megyn Kelly fielded the first question, or rather statement, Trump immediately
You call
responded
women you don't
with
like
this.
fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie
several-
O'Donnell.
No, it wasn't.
The lightweight reporter shouldn't have been so unfair.
You would be amazed at the ones who don't retweet.
Bimbo?
Did I say that?
Many times.
Ooh. Okay. Excuse me.
You seem to stay angry for months.
Yeah.
And then, rather than letting a typical news outlet break the big story of his medical record, Trump decided to release a letter which he clearly wrote himself on Jimmy Kimmel.
Mr. Trump, I can state unequivocally, will be the healthiest individual ever elected to the presidency.
Other lines included, his blood pressure is astonishingly excellent. The letter also started with, to whom
I said,
my
Doc, I want to tell you,
concern.
I'll be the healthiest president ever.
And then there was a curious case of a publicist named John Miller.
You published back in 1991 that you believed this was Donald Trump pranking you, pretending to be a publicist.
I didn't believe it. I knew it to be true based on the fact that Cindy Adams and Marla Maples had
But as it turned out, the prank call was leaked by Donald Trump
The main thing
himself.
here is that I didn't leak the tape, and there were two people on the conversation.
Wait, you taped it because you're a reporter doing your
Yeah,
job?
and I lost the tape.
Were you the only one with a copy of the tape?
Yes.
When did you lose it?
Back 25 years ago.
Could somebody have stolen it?
No. It was in my house, and then I moved apartments.
So who else would have had a copy of the tape?
Donald Trump.
It became clear that this troll was playing the media like a fiddle. Their compulsion to report his bizarre behavior succeeded in providing him with billions of dollars of free advertising. Not just for his presidential campaign, but also for his new hotels. In the expectation of them getting another scoop of Donald Trump saying something crazy, the media were treated to 40 minutes straight of war veterans endorsing Trump for president, and a tour of his new post office hotel on Pennsylvania Avenue.
And Major, simply your thoughts to that rather succinct end to this appearance by Donald Trump. Again.
Josh, let us stop investing this with any gravity, okay? This was a dog and pony show, first and foremost.
By now, the media was totally pissed. They had broken the 14th rule of the internet. Do not feed the troll. If you think that low-energy Jeb or lying Ted got a bad, wait until you see what was in store for old Hill Dog.
I'm watching television and I see her barking like a dog.
Such a nasty one.
Trump wouldn't just troll Crooked on her repulsive character, but also on her marital troubles, her health.
I don't know, folks. You think Hillary would be able to stand up here for an hour and do this? I don't think so. I don't think so.
And of course, her career of corruption.
That someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
Trying to psych her out at the second debate with the surprise guests.
Kathy Shelton, that young woman, is here with us tonight. So, don't tell me about words. I am
posting infographics of polls where her name hangs literally crooked beneath his. releasing his own ridiculous children's book entitled Winners Aren't Losers to compete with her blatant attempt at youth indoctrination, and releasing attack ads such as this.
No, I'm a gentleman, Hillary. Go ahead.
Secretary Clinton?
The world has never witnessed before an individual as crass and offensive as Donald J. Trump. But then again, we have never seen a world so stuck up and full of pussies that at any second could have a meltdown because someone said something mean.
It's not about creating an intellectual state! It is not!
America doesn't need a hero, it needs a troll. And it has been blessed with the world's greatest.